What if everything you thought you knew about one of gospel music's most respected voices was only part of the story? For decades, Donnie McClurkin inspired millions through powerful songs of faith, restoration, and hope. His voice became a source of comfort for countless people around the world. But today, a wave of troubling headlines, legal battles, controversies, and painful allegations has left many supporters stunned and searching for answers. Behind the success and admiration lies a journey marked with deep personal struggles, remarkable triumphs, and challenges that refuse to stay hidden. From a difficult childhood to becoming a gospel music icon, Donnie McClurkin's path has been anything but ordinary. As fresh claims and questions continue to emerge, many are wondering whether this is the closing chapter of his story, or if there is far more happening behind the scenes than the public realizes. Stay with us as we uncover the details and explore the truth behind the headlines. From heartbreak to hope. Before he became one of gospel music's most recognized voices, Donnie McClurkin was a young boy carrying pain that few people could imagine. Long before the awards, the sold-out concerts, and the worldwide fame, his life was marked by tragedy, loss, and battles that could have easily changed his future. Growing up in Copiague, New York, Donnie faced difficult challenges at an early age. One of the most devastating moments came when he was only 8 years old. His 2-year-old brother was struck and killed by a speeding driver, leaving the entire family shattered. The heartbreaking loss created a cloud of grief over their home, and nothing felt the same afterward. As if that tragedy wasn't enough, more pain followed. During his childhood, Donnie suffered abuse at the hands of a family member. Later, he endured similar abuse from another relative. These traumatic experiences left emotional scars that would stay with him for years and forced him to fight battles most children should never have to face. The struggles inside the family continued to grow. 2 of his sisters battled substance abuse, adding even more stress and sorrow to an already troubled household. With so much turmoil surrounding him, Donnie desperately searched for something that could bring him peace. That refuge came through church. Within the church walls, he discovered a place where faith, prayer, and music offered comfort during life's darkest moments. Worship became more than a weekly activity. It became a source of healing. He was also inspired by his aunt, who sang background vocals for gospel legend Andraé Crouch. Watching her involvement in gospel music sparked a passion inside him that would eventually change his life forever. As he entered his teenage years, his love for singing continued to grow. Determined to pursue music, he formed a group known as the McClurkin Singers. Not long afterward, he launched the New York Restoration Choir, a major stepping stone in his ministry and music career. Throughout the 1970s and 1980s, Donnie steadily built his reputation in gospel music. His powerful voice, emotional delivery, and authentic message connected deeply with audiences. Before stepping into a solo career, he recorded several projects with the choir, earning respect within gospel circles and laying the foundation for what was to come. A new chapter opened when he joined Perfecting Church in Detroit as an associate minister under Marvin Winans. For more than a decade, he served alongside Winans, gaining valuable experience in leadership, ministry, and spiritual growth. Then, another major test arrived. In his early 30s, Donnie began experiencing severe health problems, including intense pain, swelling, and internal bleeding. Doctors eventually diagnosed him with leukemia and recommended immediate medical treatment. Faced with a frightening situation, he leaned heavily on the faith he had spent years preaching to others, trusting God through one of the most uncertain seasons of his life. His story of perseverance would go on to inspire countless people around the world. Years later, Marvin Winans officially ordained him and commissioned him to establish Perfecting Faith Church in Freeport, New York, where Donnie became senior pastor. While his ministry continued to expand, many people remained curious about another side of his life, his family and relationships. But that story is just beginning. A private love story. Although Donnie McClurkin has spent decades in the spotlight, he has always kept his personal life away from public attention. In 2016, rumors began spreading that he was romantically involved with gospel singer Nicole C. Mullen. The news quickly caught the attention of gospel music fans, many of whom were excited by the possibility of the two artists building a life together. Their shared faith, successful music careers, and similar life experiences made them seem like a perfect match. That same year, the pair appeared together on a televised interview on Trinity Broadcasting Network, fueling even more speculation. As public interest grew, many fans became convinced wedding plans were already underway. However, the story wasn't exactly what people believed. Nicole later addressed the rumors online, explaining that despite the reports, they were not married. Her comments helped clear up much of the confusion surrounding their relationship. Over time, the connection between them faded from public view. In 2021, during an appearance on TV1's Unsung, Donnie surprised many viewers by explaining that he had never actually been involved in a long-term relationship with Nicole, despite years of public speculation. While romance has remained a private subject, fatherhood has played a meaningful role in his life. Donnie welcomed his biological son, Matthew McClurkin, in 2000. Becoming a father brought him a new sense of purpose and responsibility. Not long afterward, he made another life-changing decision. He adopted a 9-year-old girl named Michelle, opening both his heart and his home to her. The act revealed a compassionate side of Donnie that many fans deeply admired. The music that changed lives. Donnie McClurkin's rise in gospel music didn't happen overnight. It was built through years of dedication, faith, and a desire to encourage others through song. A major breakthrough arrived in the mid-1990s when a connection with a Warner Alliance executive helped him secure a recording contract. The opportunity led to the release of his self-titled debut album in 1996, introducing his powerful ministry through music to a much wider audience. The album featured contributions from respected producers and musicians, but one song stood above the rest. Stand became an anthem for people facing difficult times. Its message of perseverance resonated with listeners everywhere, helping countless individuals find strength during personal struggles. The album gained even more momentum after receiving praise from Oprah Winfrey, eventually achieving gold certification and cementing Donnie's place among gospel music's leading voices. Success continued to follow. Songs such as We Fall Down became gospel classics, receiving heavy airplay and touching audiences across generations. His ability to combine powerful vocals with heartfelt storytelling made him one of the most respected artists in the genre. Recognition soon followed on some of music's biggest stages. His album Psalms, Hymns, and Spiritual Songs earned him a Grammy Award for Best Traditional Soul Gospel Album, adding another milestone to an already impressive career. As the years passed, Donnie continued releasing successful projects, including Live in London and more, We All Are One, Live in Detroit, and several top-charting albums that strengthened his influence in gospel music. In 2014, he brought together some of gospel's biggest names for duets, collaborating with artists like Erica Campbell, Tina Campbell, Fred Hammond, John P. Key, and several others. The project showcased his ability to unite generations of gospel talent. 2 years later, The Journey debuted at #1 on Billboard's top gospel albums, proving that his music remained as relevant as ever. The momentum continued with later releases, including A Different Song and the 2025 single Better After While.
The song quickly became a favorite among listeners and demonstrated his ability to blend traditional gospel sounds with modern worship influences. Soon after, Donnie announced that the single would lead into his final studio album, Finally, a fitting title for a project marking the closing chapter of an extraordinary recording career. One of the qualities that made Donnie unique was his desire to connect with people from every culture. During live performances, he often included songs and language melodies featuring Japanese, Russian, Spanish, Dutch, and other languages. His goal was simple: make people feel included and share the message of faith with audiences around the world. Then came a surprising announcement.
In 2025, Donnie revealed that he would be stepping away from the music industry to focus more fully on ministry. While he may have left recording behind, the impact of his music remains stronger than ever. His songs inspired millions. His testimony gave hope to countless people. And for many, the greatest part of Donnie McClurkin's story isn't the fame, the awards, or the chart success. It's how a man who endured unimaginable pain transformed his struggles into a message of faith, healing, and purpose. But beyond the music and ministry, there are still remarkable stories that many people have never heard. The miracles that saved Donnie McClurkin. What if your life was filled with so many close calls that people started calling your survival a miracle? For decades, Donnie McClurkin has shared messages of faith, healing, and hope. But behind the music and sermons is a story filled with life-threatening moments, health battles, and experiences that nearly changed everything. One of the most frightening chapters of his life unfolded in 2018. Without warning, Donnie lost consciousness while driving. In seconds, a normal day turned into a terrifying emergency. News of the accident spread quickly, and many fans feared the worst. The crash was severe enough to leave supporters around the world deeply concerned about his condition. Yet somehow, he survived. For Donnie, walking away from that accident became another reminder of what he believes was God's protection over his life. As updates about his recovery emerged, thousands of people filled social media with prayers, encouraging messages, and words of support. Church members, fellow artists, friends, and fans united in hope, asking for his complete recovery. But this wasn't the first time he had stared danger in the face. Years before the accident, Donnie fought a serious battle with leukemia. After experiencing severe pain, swelling, and internal bleeding, doctors discovered the illness and urged him to begin treatment immediately. The diagnosis was frightening. Despite the uncertainty, Donnie held firmly to his faith. During that difficult period, he often spoke about trusting God even when circumstances looked impossible. Over time, his recovery became one of the most powerful testimonies he shared, inspiring people who were facing their own health challenges. Many supporters saw his survival as proof that hope can remain alive even during life's darkest seasons. Beyond physical healing, countless people have spoken about the emotional impact of Donnie's ministry. Through his songs and messages, listeners have found comfort during grief, strength during depression, and encouragement when life felt overwhelming. Many connected with his music because it came from someone who understood pain firsthand. His voice carried more than melodies, it carried experience. Across churches, concerts, and worship gatherings, people often shared stories of how his ministry helped restore their faith when they were ready to give up. Others found peace while listening to his music during illness, loss, and personal struggles. For many, Donnie's journey became a living example of resilience, healing, and grace. But while his story inspired millions, it was also marked by controversies that sparked intense public debate, and those challenges would bring some of the biggest storms of his career. The controversies that followed him. While Donnie McClurkin built a respected career through gospel music and ministry, he also found himself at the center of several public controversies that generated strong reactions from both supporters and critics. One of the most talked about issues began in the early 2000s. In 2002, during an interview with a Christian publication, Donnie openly spoke about his personal struggles regarding sexuality. He explained that childhood abuse and early exposure to inappropriate material had a significant impact on his emotional development while growing up. According to Donnie, those painful experiences created deep wounds and confusion that followed him into adulthood. He later turned to faith, prayer, and spiritual guidance as he worked through those struggles. His comments quickly became the subject of widespread discussion. Many people praised him for speaking honestly about his experiences. Others strongly disagreed with his views, creating a debate that continued for years. As his fame grew, so did public attention surrounding those statements. In 2008, Donnie was announced as one of the performers connected with campaign events involving Barack Obama. However, criticism soon followed from individuals who opposed his public comments regarding homosexuality. The backlash became so intense that he was eventually removed from the official performance lineup connected to certain campaign events. The situation fueled debates across churches, television programs, newspapers, and online platforms. Supporters argued that his religious beliefs deserved respect, while critics believed his statements were harmful to members of the LGBTQ community. Several years later, another controversy emerged. In 2013, Donnie was invited to participate in activities connected with the 50th anniversary of the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom. However, following criticism from some activists and organizers, the invitation was withdrawn because of concerns surrounding his previous public comments. The discussions resurfaced again after the U.S. Supreme Court legalized same-sex marriage nationwide in 2015. Donnie publicly expressed disagreement with the ruling based on his religious beliefs. Once again, public opinion was sharply divided. Some applauded him for remaining consistent with his faith. Others viewed his remarks as offensive and exclusionary. Despite the criticism, Donnie continued focusing on his ministry, family, and music career. Years later, another major challenge emerged when a former assistant filed a lawsuit containing serious allegations against him. The accusations attracted significant media attention and quickly spread across social media and news platforms. Donnie's legal team firmly denied the claims and described the allegations as false. Because legal matters involve claims and defenses that may still be disputed, many supporters chose to wait for verified facts and legal outcomes before reaching conclusions. The situation became one of the most difficult public challenges of his career, placing him under intense scrutiny and sparking widespread discussion. Yet through every controversy, Donnie maintained his focus on ministry and the message he had spent decades sharing. A life built on purpose. Beyond the headlines, Donnie McClurkin's legacy is rooted in decades of music, ministry, and service. Over the years, he built a successful career that earned both financial rewards and widespread respect within the gospel community. Industry estimates have placed his net worth at several $1 million, reflecting decades of work in music, touring, and ministry. A large part of his success came from his music. Albums filled with powerful songs resonated with audiences around the world. Tracks such as Stand and We Fall Down became gospel classics, continuing to reach new generations through churches, radio stations, streaming platforms, and live performances. His concerts also became an important part of his journey. Traveling across cities and countries, Donnie performed before thousands of people who connected deeply with his emotional worship style and heartfelt message. His events often brought together audiences from different backgrounds, united by faith and hope. Beyond music, his role as senior pastor of Perfecting Faith Church remained a central part of his life's work. Many admired his ability to balance ministry responsibilities with a successful music career while remaining committed to helping others. Despite his achievements, Donnie developed a reputation for living modestly and focusing more on service than material success. He frequently encouraged young gospel artists and invested time in mentoring those hoping to follow a similar path.
Perhaps what connected people to him most was his willingness to be honest. He openly discussed painful childhood experiences, personal struggles, health battles, and moments of doubt. Through those stories, he offered messages of forgiveness, healing, faith, and redemption. His journey has never been perfect. It has been marked by pain, triumph, criticism, success, and survival. Yet through every chapter, one theme remained constant, a determination to keep moving forward despite the obstacles. And whether people remember him for his music, his ministry, or his testimony, Donnie McClurkin's story remains one of the most remarkable journeys in modern gospel history. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out the next story on your screen. You won't want to miss what's coming next.